Hello, Kai. This is your spiritual guru, Athena. This is your astrology natal chart reading. Go ahead and get your pen and paper ready. This is time for you to take notes on your script, your Lamb's Book of Life, your storyline of who you are, who you once was, and who you are becoming. Okay. I want you to come in this video with an open mind. I ask that you be able to clearly understand and take away what you need to take for your highest good. This is nothing to tear you down. This is giving you mental clarity on all levels. This is like therapy, if you will. This is your gateway to your subconscious mind. This is a gateway to your ancestors. This is a gateway to who you truly are. It's time to consciously awaken. Now, I'm going to be hitting some things on the head that might ruffle your feathers a little bit, but remember, come in with an open mind. Take what you need to take, leave the rest. If you want to do a recap session with me, that's 4444, where we can discuss your chart, like do a FaceTime, and we can go deeper for like an hour or so. And I can help you further understand the astrology if you're new to astrology, if you just want to chat and get a better understanding of it, because it is going to be kind of quick, because like I said, it's a 30-minute reading. But yeah, this is your chart. Make sure you share it with only people you trust. This is very private. Again, this is your script. Anybody know this information about you, they can easily manipulate and use you if they don't have your highest good or best intentions. Okay. So let's begin. So these are some notes I have around. Like I said, get your pen and paper. Come in with an open mind. So I'm gonna start with some of the things I accumulated. How I get this information, I look at your natal chart. Your natal chart is a snapshot of the sky when you were born. That's why astrologers ask for a date of birth, time, and city. Okay, it's sacred geometry. If you remember in high school when you had to learn geometry, I wish I would have paid attention more. But yeah, geometry aligns with the stars and who you really are. So how people say when you learn astrology, you learn surrender, because people are built differently. It makes so much sense. I love astrology because it gives you a real clear understanding of everybody is built differently. So like when I say like you're Aries, Sun, Pisces, Moon, Aquarius, rising, I'm a Pisces rising, Sag, Sun, Leo, Moon. You see, like everybody's built differently. You see what I'm saying? So when you learn astrology, you look at people differently. Like, hey, that person just built like that. You know, it release the judgment of people and the way God has planned things. But again, if you want to know how God thinks, learn astrology. Okay. So let's dive in. So I got some notes on speak your truth. You could be cold, detached, low vibration, manipulative. I forgot to write that, but I remembered it. Hard to get along with. A lot of issues, fears, insecurities, karmic soul path. No one can get in his way. Born on an eclipse. So that means you literally came down here to do what you need to do. Basically saying that if you feel like you have fog over your eyes, you feel like you lost, you feel like oh things are I want to be a doctor, but I'm a car salesman. Like you get that feeling like I'm not where I want to be. No, you're exactly where you want to be, because your soul path literally is like nobody on this earth can get in your way. When people are born on karmic astrology like that, I was born on eclipse, Sagittarius sun. Sagittarius North Node. I was born in eclipse, conjunct the North Node, like you have, but yours in Aries. So Aries is the self. Aries is the I am, and I think you have Jupiter conjunct it too. Let me see. This the North Node. Yep. Yeah, you have Jupiter there. So you becoming Aries is like the god of war energy, war. Aries, Mars is Zeus's son. So you becoming that war plus Jupiter, wherever Jupiter is your luck, your blessings. So you have Jupiter there. So Jupiter is your luck. Your luck is standing up for people. Your luck, your blessing come in will be an initiative. All Aries things. So research Aries. I'm gonna break that further down, but that's just a tidbit on your karmic path. And no one getting in your way. Be okay with being dark, unpredictable. Like I say, take these down if you want to do another session with me. We could touch on these, and I can go further what I meant by these and how I got to these conclusions. Okay. Um, Self worth. Know your self worth. Know your self value. Money off body, head appearance, because you have Venus in the first house. That's real sexy. But yeah, a lot of money off the first house. Plus Venus ruling your first house and your chart rulers uh in the 11th house of collective consciousness. So you really meant to be famous of how you look. Okay. Must have friends, groups, events. Now, because you have Saturn in the house of, well, he co-rules that house anyway. But since you have Saturn in this house of the 11th house, where is it? The 11th house down here, the 11th house. Um, Saturn is fears. Like well, I was gonna touch on it. Let me focus. While I'm going all the ways. Ground me, spirit. Thank you. Okay. But I'm gonna touch on this. But remember this: must have groups. Must have friends, groups, any group events. Masculine, feminine energies battling with each other. Dislike of the self. So, like I say, take it with a grain of salt. If you feel like you love yourself, hey, you love yourself. But your energies are saying something different because you got Venus is the female side of us, Mars is the masculine side of us, and they're squaring. Squares in astrology is tension, fears, um, insecurities, fighting within the self, like you just uncomfortable, like you might, and then Venus in your first house appearance, so you might not like how the way you look. You might have like low self-esteem, low self-worth. That's why I talked about knowing your self-worth, uh, knowing your self-value. Doing those mirror exercises and those morning mantras like I love myself, I am great, I am beautiful within and without, I am an amazing father, I am an amazing husband, I am an amazing person. Saying those I ams, Aries, going back to your Jupiter and Aries and all your Aries stellium, like knowing those I am presence moments, meditations and affirmations is real good for your karmic path to help release and heal that fiery energy. So you meant to be fire. Aries is fire sign, your North Node plus your sign is conjunct. So you meant to be that flame. Okay, you meant to be that pillar of light, that flame here on earth. Okay. So being okay with being dark, also being okay with being intense. Okay. So you really have to balance your energies because they, like I say, your female side and your masculine side not getting along. But let's see. Issues around sex and on sexuality, weird, different, group sex, afraid of being wild and free, hard on self. Now mind you, I'm left-handed, excuse the handwriting. This is my first time being in a human body, so I've been battling it my whole life. I'm 28, but I've been battling my handwriting my whole life, but just my handwriting. But yeah. Wound is mind, thinking, communication. Like I say, write down your notes. If you want to get back with me, we can go deeper into why I said all those things. Also the other notes up here: rebel, karmic path, big money, psychic. Now I'm gonna touch on some of those, all this stuff I talked about, hopefully if I have time in this video, but let me go into your natal chart. So go ahead and remember your notes, pen and paper, take your notes. So this is your chart. The chart, like I said, is your script. This is your energies. The houses is how you express those energies. So just like we have a heart, the heart pumps the blood. We also have a fifth and fourth house that deal with that. So going into health astrology, why people again built the way they built, look the way they look, it's all about what's going on with their houses. So the planets are in your houses, okay? So like how I have them, they all separated over here, but they all grouped in a specific area of how they expressed. Remember that houses are expressions, how they expressed in your chart and in your life, okay? So remember this: the sun is the father, the spirit, who you're becoming. You are Aquarius. You're not this. You're not an Aries yet. Your destiny is becoming this because it's with the North Node plus all suns. Everybody that has that sun sign, you're becoming that father like for yourself when people awaken to that. But you are Aquarius, okay? So that's why I get that weird, different, unique, detached. Also, Saturn, Capricorn, the devil rules Capricorn and Aquarius. So, going deep into your energy and why you may think or come off the way you come off, because one of your rulers is the Lord of the underworld, the devil, the great defier, the great rebel, Lucifer. Okay, not saying you that, but you under his energy. Okay. Let's go deeper. Also, Aquarius rule the star, so you are a star. But like I say, you remember that, you can write that down. You're a star. If you want to touch on it, remember to take that note. You get back with me. The moon is the mother, what the mother passed down. So the sun is the father, what the father passed down, your spirit. Your moon is your soul's memories, what you know, how you act at home. Sun is how you act in public. The ascendant, the rising sign is how you appear, going back to looks. Like I say, what you got in the first house, Venus, Mercury, Juno, and Fortune. So again, another dot, another dot to making money. How you look, Fortune is literally what it means and what it says. Fortune, your fortune is your looks. Okay. Also, with Venus being in the first house, women can walk up to you. So remember that. So that's probably why I don't know, because I like I said, I tap into my client's energy when I read their chart. So if you worry about your looks or why people are attracted to you, because remember, we all, males and females, have Venus in their charts. So people will, especially women or people that carry a lot of female energy, will be attracted to you because your Venus, your heart chakra, because going into the chakras, if you ever heard about the chakras, we all have chakras. So your heart chakra supposed to be, dang, let me see, I don't got it out. Do I? Oh, no, I don't. Okay, wait, let me see. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find. Okay, nope, the book right here. The example of the chakras to give you some insight. Like I said, I might go over because, like I say, um, your energy, your spirit, your higher self came to me last night when I was reading your chart. Creeped me the hell out. But hey, this is my job. I have to do it, which I understand. You're part of the soul tribe. But yeah, your chart is very intense. Okay, so going back to the heart chakra. So green is Venus, the heart chakra right here. So instead of your heart chakra being right here, your heart chakra up here, the head appearance. So you beaming out that love, that beauty, everything Venus. So remember that research. So how it goes with knowing your natal chart, you have to research. It's layers. Remember, like an onion, you have to research Sun in Aries, Moon in Pisces, Mercury in Pisces, Venus in Aquarius, Mars in Taurus, Jupiter in Aries, Saturn in Sag, Uranus in Sag, Neptune in Capricorn, Pluto in Scorpio, Lilith, Dark Mother, in Cancer, North Node in Aries, Fortune in Aquarius, South Node Libra. You can look at your energies. You balance. You got 5 masculine, 5 feminine. So you really don't need a soulmate. You balance. You want one. You don't need one. You're completely balanced. Okay. Uh. So yeah. So the planets are again the chakras, energy points. So you have the heart chakra in that first house of the head. So Venus, that love, boom, boom. Like just think about I don't know if you ever saw X-Men, like Cyclops, how he beaming out when he shoot his lasers, boom. Like that's that Venus energy that you're giving off. But remember, Venus in Aquarius, so you're going to Aquarius is weird, different, unique. Um, Gay people, anybody that's different. Okay, that's what Aquarius rule. Groups. So you could be like you could attract like groups of people. Like you really are a celebrity. You are a star. Okay, coming off your ascendant at head. Okay, so going back to Mercury. Mercury is your mind, how you communicate. Siblings. Mercury rules siblings. Also our nervous system. Venus is again women, our female side, money, our love language. Mars is our masculine side, how we get things, our ego, our drive, sex drive. Venus is how we attract. Mars is how we go after it. Jupiter is our children, our wealth, our marriage partner. Well, for men, Jupiter is men, but yeah, Jupiter is our gurus, our teachers. Saturn is like our grandparents. Same with Uranus and Neptune. Saturn is also our fears. Jupiter is our luck. Saturn is our karma. So like how people may say like, oh, why I keep repeating this, repeating this, repeating this? You have to look to your Saturn. Okay, you have to look to your Saturn. Also Saturn takes away. So Saturn, your chart, because remember Saturn rules Aquarius and Capricorn. So your chart, going back to what I was saying, your chart ruler is in the 11th house of groups. So you have to research Saturn in the 11th house, Uranus in 11th house, Saturn Uranus conjunction. We're gonna get on there all the aspects. Remember this: aspects are conversations. So how the planets are talking. Okay. So like I was saying about where is it? Venus square Mars. So it's cool. Is the reason why I'm talking about it because it's very highlighted in the chart because your North Node ruler, Aries, ruling planet of Aries is Mars. South Node Libra, the rule of Libra is Venus. So these energies are prominent in your life. Okay. Uh, so we can even say if we're going to past life, South Node past life, that we look for the past life. South Node Libra, South Node Libra, Venus, where's the ruler of Libra? Venus is in Aquarius. You was a star in your past life. You was a female star. You got a lot of female planets in your first house. Venus, Juno, Fortune. You was a bright, beautiful star in your past life. If we want to say that like a celestial being. In the North Node, now you're becoming Aries, a male, that fighter, that warrior. So like two different polarities. So going back to that Venus square Mars, your North and South Node rulers. So it's like the South Node what you're leaving behind, your North Node is what you meant to acclaim this lifetime. But we never leave our South Node behind. We just have to balance the two, the North Node and the South Node. Okay, and by them squaring off with each other, it's like you have issues with going. That's why I talked about that sexuality because Venus and Mars rule sexuality, our masculine and feminine side. Okay, so having to balance that and really work on your heart chakra and your root chakra. Okay, um, and you got Mars in the third house of the hands. I don't know if you're a fighter or abusive or what, but no, you got Mars in Taurus. Mars in Taurus. Mars don't like Taurus. That's bad karma. So you got bad karma with men if you just feel like you can't get along with men or issues with masculine people, masculine females, because you got Mars in Taurus, and Mars doesn't like Taurus. So that's like you going to somebody's house you don't like. Like you going to their cousin house you don't like. That's how you look at it in group planets. Like, oh, they somewhere they don't like. So by you having Mars in a place or a house or a place that he doesn't like, that's like bad karma. Okay. Uh, it's same with Venus. You got Venus in the bad house. Just hear me. You got Venus in the house of Aries. If you had Mars here, that would have been a good side. Mars ruled the first house. Venus doesn't like the first house. She rules the seventh and the 11th. Wait, no, I'm lying. Seventh. What house Taurus is? Oh, seventh and second. But you have her here in the first, so that's even more bad karma with women because it might creep you out like, wow, these people are attracted to me. Now you know your karma is who you was in your past life. You still got the energy from your past life. Let's keep going. Like I say, what's up there? Uranus rule our X gene, aka our gay gene, our different gene, our rebel side, our genius side, our different side. You got these two planets conjunct. So you got your both the chart because both of these planets rule Aquarius, and you got them together in the same house, same sign. So they're in the sign of Sagittarius. What ruling planet? Since I was saying they rule Aquarius. You don't have Saturn in Aquarius or Uranus in Aquarius. You have them in Sagittarius. They're not at home, but they are at home in the house they like, but they're not in the home sign. Okay, so it's like they at a cabin, like you leaving your home going to a cabin. So they're away from home, but yet in a home like place. But the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter, whereas Jupiter and Aries fighting. So again, you meant to fight, you meant to stand up, you meant to be a leader, you meant to be selfish, you meant to be rage, anger, enlightenment, that again that light for people. And for yourself first. For yourself, you meant to stand up. You meant to, if you have nobody in your life supporting you, being there for you, it's meant to be. That's your life path. You meant to be that mother, that father for you. Okay? That friend for you. Because Saturn and Uranus is going to hold back your friends. You meant to be that friend for you. Okay? Okay. Let's see. Also, by Uranus being in your 11th house, gay friends, like gay people, can you can benefit a lot from gay people. Okay, having gay friends, those are the people you could trust. People that are comfortable with who they are. Okay, that's the people you want around you. Again, this is your chart. That's not mine. That's not nobody else's. Your energy says you need gay, different, weird people as your friend. Okay, people that know themselves, that are sure of themselves. Okay. Neptune and Capricorn. Neptune is how we connect to the divine. Neptune rules spells, magic, the higher self, angel realm, everything that's hidden higher dimension. The movie screen, the movies, the projection. So Neptune is the projection of you. So picture you at the movies and that projector behind everyone that's projecting the movie onto the screen. That projector is our Neptune. So whatever the reason why you look the way you look, your life is the way it is because your Neptune is projecting that. Also Neptune, like I say, is higher self, angel realm, and you got Neptune in the 12th house. Neptune rules. That's so you have Neptune at home, and you have Saturn and Uranus at a home away from home. So that is kind of good, but it's also kind of bad for you because it makes you super sensitive. 12th house rules sleep. You can't get no sleep. You can really, say this. Say it like this. If you're not sleeping, you're on track. If you're not getting no rest, you're doing the right thing. Because you have Neptune, again, your chart. You have Neptune here. Neptune being in this house will not allow you to sleep right. Neptune rules drugs. You might have to pop something to put you to sleep, or meditate before. Or you could raise the vibration. You can meditate instead of taking drugs. You can meditate. Do healthy CBD. Work with essential oils. Like how I got my incense going. Light your incense. Neptune rules all that. Neptune rules fog, smoke. On the 12th house deal with ancestors. So picture this. So it's like every time you go to sleep, you got your ancestors behind you. Every time you try, that's why you can't sleep because you got all the people talking to you. Every time you try to close your eyes and tap in, you got all the people behind you. So like I said about me trying to, when I was doing all these notes and reading, doing your chart, I saw you. So you astral project. I don't know if you're conscious of you astral projecting and being able to have visions. That's why I put psychic up there. You can travel easily and tap into other people's visions. But like I say, write that note down and let me know if you want to, talk about that and go deep into how you access it. By it being in Capricorn, Capricorn is a slow sign. Capricorn is real slow. So with time, like right now, you got a lot of planets. Like right now, Jupiter is in Capricorn, Saturn and Pluto, and they all just went direct like 2-3 weeks ago. So by them going direct, meaning they turn it back on. When the planets retrograde, they sleep. Like how you got Pluto retrograde, Pluto in your chart is sleep, but it turns on over time slowly. Also repeating all the auras, redo, repeat, revisit, recalculate, redo, just all the reads. Okay, so by them being in your 12th house right now, you're realizing another. I like that. Realizing who you are. Neptune in the 12th house meaning the higher self. Your higher self is guiding you. Your higher self is right behind you. You are one with your ancestors and God every time you close your eyes. You just have to tap in and work for it. Capricorn, this work, you have to do the work. So like, say like somebody just like, oh, let me tap into spirituality, and boom, it clicks for them. It ain't gonna click for you like that. Even though it's literally right there around you. We all was asleep to it. I was asleep too. We all was asleep to it. But it's gonna take extra long for you. Like how I instantly woke up to my stuff, like literally overnight. Kind of crazy how it happened. But you have to do the work. You literally have to. Let me sit down for 5 hours and meditate. Let me sit down and isolate and go, eat vegan and do all those healthy things for 10, 20 years, because Capricorn is work. You have to work for your spirituality. It's not going to be easy for you, okay? Unless you look to the rule of Capricorn. Where's the rule of Capricorn? 11th house of friends conjunct Uranus. So again, say like this, just use myself as an example. I'm different, I'm gay, I'm unique, I know who I am. 11th house is collective consciousness. I'm giving you this wisdom you need to tap in. So again, going back to weird, different, mystical, spiritual people to help you and guide you along your way. Now you do have Neptune. I ain't gonna forget. I'm gonna come back on them. You do have Neptune What is it? Squaring your nodes, meaning squaring your destiny. Neptune, higher self, that 12th house energy. So you're going to have to research Neptune in the 12th house. Neptune in Capricorn. Again, going back to the onion, is layers. You have to do that for all your energies. You have to research them in the signs. You have to research them in the houses. And then you have to do another layer. You have to research each aspect. So research and type in Google Neptune square North Node. And you have to do that for every single aspect. You have to work. Okay? So Neptune is also spiritual people, spirit guides. Like say example, like I just had a flat tire and I need help on the side of the road. Somebody's spiritual angel ancestor might stop by in a physical form and help you out with that tire. It might scare squares or scare. It might scare you like, oh shit, why this stranger trying to help me? Why y'all trying like I'm not, you know, blessed or something like that. Like why y'all trying to help me? Because your North Node says it. But it's gonna happen in a scary way because squares are scary tension, something you might not like. Okay, so be mindful of that. People are, like I said, walking up to you. Or dreams, 12th house dreams. So you might have some frightening dreams that freak you out, but it's to give you some messages from your ancestors, destiny, higher self, spirit team. Okay? So let's go into Pluto. Pluto is the soul's womb. Pluto is the furthest from the sun. Pluto is the dead, the underworld. Okay? Retrograde. So you're repeating, revisiting, redoing, reliving, revising the same wound around Scorpio 6, Scorpio demons, Scorpio underworld. Literally, you got Pluto in his own sign. That's perfect. You got, same for me, I had that too until I was reborn. But you have Pluto in the underworld. So your wound is the underworld. Your fears of being down here. And I wrote that, where is it? I think I wrote that on there too. Yeah, did I? I think I did, but not on this paper. Okay. Yeah, your fears of being down here. You have to face your fears, okay? Face your fears. I talked about the North Node. Aries, your North Node is in the second house. So second house deal with money and having a lot of money. Lot of money. Again, of how you are. And the ruler of Aries is Mars. Mars right here in the third house. And meaning you have to use your hands. You have to communicate. Be mindful of your lungs. I don't know if you smoke anything. Your lungs, you could have weak lungs. Third house ruler lungs. Hands might have scars on your hands. Yeah, so you meant to work. You meant to have a lot of things. If you don't have stuff, you're not on track. Okay? This is the 12th house. 12th house is stuff, things. Also, marriage. Jupiter's marriage, second house. So you can manifest a person. Like how people say, oh, I prayed for my spouse. I prayed for my partner. And they just walk up. You could do that too. You could do that too. And your Jupiter Aries. So it's going to be a quick marriage. Very faded. Very faded. Very faded. Okay? Let me touch on this and get all these up the way. Lilith and Cancer. Okay, Lilith is one of our fear planets. So like our karmic fear planets, Lilith, Saturn, South Node, Pluto. Oh, going back to Saturn. Okay, so you might fear this energy with these friends, gay people, weird people, different people. People that's different, aliens. But Saturn holding it back. Well, you might not fear it. Then again, you might fear it. But again, I have to talk to you to see how this plays out in your 3D world. But by Saturn being conjunct, it can hold it back. Also, Saturn could be holding your genius back. Saturn could be holding your enlightenment back. Oh, Uranus is astrology. So Saturn been holding all this. Also, Uranus is awakening. So Saturn been holding your awakening back for all these years. Interesting. So there's a reason why you wasn't meant to be woke like everybody else. Or as fast as everybody else. So the question is, who are you? Who are you? Again, Fortune, Stars, Aquarius. You a star. You a star. Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah, South Node, Pluto. Okay, so Lilith and Cancer. So how you look at, again, going back to how I broke that down earlier. Lilith, she rules Scorpio. She's not at home in Scorpio. She's at her cousin house, Cancer. So she pulled up at Cancer house, Cancer. Where you at? The ruling planet of Cancer is the moon. The moon is in Pisces. Oh girl, I'm not at home. I'm over here in Pisces house. So you have to look at the mom. What the mom passed down by your moon being Pisces. Your mom, all about money. Okay, money. All Pisces can dissolve it. Might not have money. You had to be work hard for money, or they had to work hard. All Pisces could be sick, mental, illnesses, physical illnesses, hospitals, asylum, locked away, sensitive. All that your mom passed down to you, or she might be dealing with it also herself. Um, yeah, or you, since your parents, the moon and sun in the second house, you could be coming from money. Um, um, that they pass down a lot of karma for you to work and accumulate things yourself. Again, like I say, all these planets in the second house deal with money. So you can research sun in second house, moon in second house, Jupiter in the second house, North Node in the second house. Your second house is Pisces, so you have to research Pisces in the second house, Aries in the third house, Taurus in the fourth. So all these layers like these onions. So you have to research this, you have to research this, you have to research this, you have to research all this. Okay? So do your work like Sun sextile ascendant. So yeah, you make you real bright, real popular energy, real popular energy, very intense. Pluto trine Lilith. So you know you dog, you know you intense, you know you live cray cray, but we all are. You know, no judgment, no judgment. But like I say, if you want to go deeper, okay, let me see. I'm following spirit. Spirit say go through these right quick. Okay, let me touch on these. I'm after the 30-minute mark, so let me try to squeeze it in for you right quick. Meant to find self this lifetime, lost but meant to find a way, find way. High level narcissistic traits. Y'all did notice that. Sun conjunct Jupiter, North Node, Venus on the ascendant. Uh, um, excuse me, Neptune in the 12th, Lilith in the 6th. Yeah, there was a lot of narcissistic aspects. Also, the church did you in. Pluto, Scorpio, Neptune 12. Yeah, ruler of Scorpio, Mars. Male people from the church or male religious groups in your past life, like that Jesus energy. Like, like how the men did him in the past life, or brothers. Brothers could have did you in. Okay, I don't know why that came up, but they said tell you that. Okay, let's see. Um, will project shadow darkness onto others. Be mindful. Like I say, this is awareness. This is your therapy. This is to get you to be aware of the stuff you put out, the stuff you project. Okay, you need to be aware of your projection. You need to think like, oh, that's how I come off. I'm sorry I come off that way. Like real sincerity, real compassion, empathy for others. Same for yourself, because again, how you treat others is a reflection of how you treat yourself. So again, going back to balancing your masculine, feminine energies, loving yourself, loving who you are. You meant to, Aquarius rising. You meant to be different. You meant to be weird. You meant to be out there. Okay. You meant to be free. Okay. You got to be okay with that. You have to be okay. You have to be okay with all your energy. Okay. Issues with mom or divine mother. Females wasn't nurtured properly. They came up with their Lilith in Cancer. A lot of my clients that had it weren't nurtured properly by their moms, or didn't have a good connection with their mom. Okay, because we have a natal chart. Same to our parents. They battling and they demons too. So find surrender and grace and forgiveness for your parents. Okay. Let me see. Love language, communication, talking and fighting. So by your Venus being Aquarius, your love language is like groups, like or meeting your love in a group, or talking, communicating, them understanding you, them being able to understand your mind, how you think, understanding your heart. Venus is the heart chakras on your ascendant, your head, like kissing and rubbing your head, playing in your hair, and really nurturing you, like giving off that powerful heart chakra energy that you have. You have a big heart, but you close it off, you cut it off. I don't know if you was hurt in your past life. They show me all this, like your energy coming through very strong. accepting love, but you gotta love yourself first. Remember that, love yourself first. Okay. Issues with men and women equal issues with the self. Must try more to connect to heart. Cause yeah, he's in Aquarius. Aquarius is very, very cold. Cold time of the year. Very cold. So that's why I put on the front. That's why I get that cold part from up here. That cold, detached. Can be manipulated. That's the low narcissistic Aquarius energy. Is very, very narcissistic. Because my karma partner, he was a whole lot of Aquarius energy, and it was fucking crazy. Baby threw me through the ringer. Her Festus ass. If you research Athena and how she ran from him, but I had to face him this lifetime. But okay, back to your chart. But yeah. Let's see. Sensitive, don't know how to deal or heal. Build connection to God within and own world. Soft node Venus coming from the self. So like since Venus, your soft node ruler, is on the ascendant, you coming from, like, again, a powerful celestial body, somebody high up in the spirit realm. So again, you're elect. You ain't no just random Joe. You somebody very important in the spirit realm. Okay. But this is your natal chart reading, Kai. I appreciate you allowing me to be able to read your chart and knowing you deeper on a subconscious level. I hope this brings you clarity, some wisdom, and some good luck to who you are within and without on your journey. Be blessed. I appreciate you. Take care.